Hello and welcome back to Pitch Perfect, Haters TV's women's football show. I am Ayisha Gulati and I am joined by Jamie Spangher live from Zurich, Switzerland. As I mentioned yesterday, we will be bringing you a daily live show every day of this tournament. So make sure you tune in, same time every day, as much as we can, dependent on media activity. But yes, ideally 9 a.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Swiss time. Now, I'm excited because today is officially the start of the Euros. How excited are you, Jamie?
I can't believe it's finally here. Match day 1 of Euro 2025. I'm absolutely buzzing. I am so excited.
Literally, it feels like December the 25th.
Right?
And maybe better, actually.
Even better than
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
Double it.
Every 4 years, December 25th is every year. So,
Very true.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm so excited to be here. The sun is shining, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, that's a debate.
But you can't complain. We did have a nice jump in the lake yesterday, the lakes of Zurich, just to cool down. Highly recommend it if you're around. But today, of course, Group A is kicking things off. So we will be bringing you a bit of a Group A preview show. Here are the nations in action. We've got Switzerland, we've got Norway, we've got Iceland, and we've got Finland. So it feels like there is no better place to start than with Switzerland. Actually, before I start, I must tell you guys at home to get involved with our brilliant quiz at the top of the screen, either that side or that side. This side. No, this side, I think, actually, looking there. Yeah, this side. We have a QR code. If you scan that, you can take part in our daily quiz. Each day, it will be a new quiz. You want to be answering those questions correctly, but also really quickly, because that determines the leaderboard. Whoever ends up top of the leaderboard, there's going to be some prizes on offer. The prizes are going to get better as the tournament builds. So do get involved. We'd love to have you partake and be a part of the conversation. That's one way you can get involved. Another way is, of course, through the comments. As always, during the show, get involved. We'll be monitoring them all, hopefully giving you some shout outs, answering your questions. So yeah, please do. And we also have a poll on YouTube, which is who is going to top Group A. So yeah, these four nations in action. Let us know who is going to top Group A by voting in the poll. Now,
let's get into it.
I was a bit premature on that, but we will jump straight into it. We have Switzerland, the host nation. They are in action against Norway tonight, the later kickoff. We will be heading to Basel to watch that game.
Very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. What can fans be expecting from the home nation this tournament?
I'm so excited. Honestly, it's probably one of the nations I'm most excited to watch. I think with Switzerland, it's their third Euros. They were in 2017 and 2022. They got knocked out on both occasions. So they've got a little bit of motivation heading into this tournament to prove themselves, right? They're 23rd in the FIFA ranking. So they're not in that top 16, obviously taking into account it's not just Europe in the FIFA rankings, but this is a host nation that have the home crowd behind them. And there's so much buzz around the fact that they're hosting this tournament. The fans are going to be piling in all over Switzerland, and obviously we're going to Basel tonight. So for Switzerland, it's about making an impact that's long lasting on Swiss football.
For sure. And yeah, we're heading to Basel. Like we said, we can't wait to speak to the Swiss fans. If there are any of you watching, please flag us down. We'll be with these mics. We want to chat to as many of you as possible, and other fans, anyone who's around. If you see these mics, come and grab us. We want to speak to you. Switzerland, there's a key player there.
There's definitely a key player.
Arsenal's Leah Volti. And before we discuss her, let's hear what she had to say in yesterday's Matchday -1 press conference.
Hi. Yeah, it's incredible. It's something I think when I started my national team career, I was never picturing. Like, I never thought we were going to be able to host a tournament, and sitting here right now in Basel, just one day before a first game of a European Championship. So it's extremely special for all of us. Women's football is growing worldwide, extremely fast as well in Switzerland. But we do still have a lot of steps to go here, and we want to use that tournament, be positive role models, inspire the nation, and yeah, make everything that we hopefully can make sure that we can also be really successful in Switzerland in the future.
Yes, Arsenal's Leah Volti there talking about just the impact that this competition could have on football for women, for girls in this country. We saw that in England, right? So just how important can hosting a tournament be?
It's so important, right? We saw that at Euro 2022. Like you said, England won under the arch Wembley Stadium. It was a host tournament. They take it home in their home country. And the flow-on effects that has had for English football is just remarkable. Like, I think FotMob released a study where it was 1 in 3 football fans in the UK began following the women's game because of that tournament, right? So we've got a situation, like Leah Volti said, where Switzerland, football's not their number one sport like it is in England. So they do kind of need a catalyst in order to kickstart how important their women's football is. So it's about getting fans down. And as someone that saw that at the host, when Australia hosted the World Cup, it's again not the main sport, but the flow and effects it has is incredible. So I really hope that they manage to get out the groups just so Swiss football sees that nice flow-on effect. And Leah Volti deserves it more than anyone, right? She's been in the game for so long. She's won the Champions League for Arsenal. Imagine if she makes an impact for Switzerland at Euro 2025. It would just be beautiful to see.
And we mentioned this yesterday as well, but she is everywhere around the city, on all the billboards, on all the advertising things. She's definitely the poster girl of this tournament for this country.
It's amazing. I was talking to someone at the UEFA Accreditation Centre when we picked up our accreditation, and they noticed that I often report on Arsenal, and they were saying, we love Leah Volti. And I was like, everyone loves Leah Volti. So yeah, she's everywhere, and she should be.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the stat was that 1 in 3 football fans in the UK started following women's football after the Euros, right?
Yeah,
so
it's incredible.
It is. It really is.
The numbers speak, don't they?
That's the lasting impact. So hopefully they can do the same. So then I've got to ask you, what are their chances?
I think that it's a mixed bag, right? They've got a bit. I think Group A is probably the hardest to call in the fact that it's not the most group full of these giant football teams, right? You've got some competitors like Finland, Iceland, and Switzerland, not entirely proven on the world stage anyway. So I think that this host nation will support themselves by the fact that their home crowds are in the stadium, and I really offer them a good chance.
Nice. Well, we'll move on to Iceland next, actually. So Iceland, you mentioned them yesterday as your dark horses. For those who weren't watching, and also I know we had some sound issues yesterday, so apologies for that. Hopefully all fixed for today and going forward. But Jamie, why are they your dark horses, and what can they do in this tournament?
They can do so much. I think that they've got a free hit at this tournament, given the fact that, again, like I mentioned, Group A, it's a bit open. You don't really know who's going to go up in those two spots. So for Iceland, right, it's funny when we watch women's football because often we see these aerial threats, these physical teams, but then they don't always play the most fluid brand of football. But I believe that Iceland have both. Watching them, they play a nice kinetic, like telepathic almost. They're so good at playing football with each other, but they're so physically dominant. So they offer something in both regards. And I think that's going to be a real strength for them. They've made 3 European championships so far. Their best tournament came in 2013 when they made the quarterfinals. So 12 years later, they'll want to do that again, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about Finland next. A few WSL names.
Yeah.
Give a few of them a shout out if you can pronounce them. Sorry, put you on the spot there.
Any Tottenham Hotspur fans watching? There's 2 of them in the Spurs team. So Evelina Summanen, defensive midfielder. She's going to be key for Iceland. She's a really, really good player in the air. She's not exactly that tall as well. Sorry for Finland. Very, very kinetic. She is so good at connecting lines. She can play with both feet. And then Olga Artinen, her Spurs teammate as well, another defensive midfielder. So we might not see them on the same pitch at the same time. However, there's some good depth in that team. So I'm impressed by Finland. They made the semi-finals 2 decades ago. So it's about time that they're probably making an impact again.
Yeah, it feels like a really interesting competition to just sort of see where everyone is, because in the last 4 years, well, 3 years, I guess, but a lot of the nations have just put a lot into it.
Exactly.
And it feels like that level has going to have gone up. Well, it has. We've already seen that. But to see that at the tournament as well, I think is going to be so interesting. Hopefully some more competitive games. And
you're so right. The product has improved. So I'm so excited. I think everyone's going to be competitive, and we're going to have like one of the best major tournaments, I'd say, in women's football.
There you go. You heard it here first. Well, last but not least, we have Norway. And Norway, actually, before we talk about Norway, let's see a clip from Ada Hegerberg, who was talking yesterday at their matchday -1 activities.
I don't think we live in the past at all. I think it's important to live in the present. It's about learning from what you have experienced. But now it's a different situation. You can't compare for what's been in the past either. It's all about focusing on what you can do in the moment, preparing as best as possible. We're very excited to be here, playing in Euros, representing Norway on the biggest stage is incredible as a footballer. So we got to take the opportunity to enjoy it, but also give our best, show a team that's willing to fight for each other and yeah, try to make everyone who watch us from home and also in the stadium, because we know that there are around 1,500 people in the stadium tomorrow, and make them happy and fight together.
Wow, well, right on cue. I think we've got a comment.
We
haven't
have
we?
got a comment. So obviously Ed Hegerberg's talking about the media attention Norway are getting. They've underperformed recently at major tournaments. They fell out of the group stages for the last 2 Euros. At the World Cup, they had a relatively easy group. They did make it out, but it was Philippines, Switzerland, and they drew to Switzerland, right? So that's a boost for Switzerland. They did make it out, but then they lost in the quarterfinals. And Jay has said, why do you think Norway underperformed, considering the quality of players that they have, right? Football's not just about individual talent. It's why we play with 11 players. We play with the amount of players and the manager that needs to input this stylistic identity into the team. So Gemma Granger has a job on her hand, right? It's almost like an embarrassment of riches when you have that many good players. So they just need to employ a style of football. I spoke about it on the show yesterday, how when they played Sweden last week in a friendly, they didn't really look like they were integrating together. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on, because they have got some absolute stars.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, I guess that leads us on to making a prediction for both of these games.
Yeah.
You're going to give me a score, or are you just going to give me a winner?
I'm going to give you a score.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think we
wow.
have
Let's
to
go.
delve
Let's
into
go.
this. Okay, Switzerland, Norway.
Yep.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay.
I think both teams will score, but I think the host nation, again, it's a first game for Switzerland. So I think the host nation and the crowd will be on their side. I think Norway will need a warming up period. And then for Finland, Iceland, the first kickoff, I've gone 2-0 to Iceland.
Okay, nice. So my prediction for this this fixture over here, Switzerland versus Norway, which is going to be an absolute banger. I cannot wait for it. I actually think there will be a winner. I think both teams will score, but I think that Swiss magic is going to strike. I'm going to go
Nice.
for it.
I
I'm
like
going to go
it.
for a 2-1 to Switzerland.
Beautiful. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
It
It would be
good to
absolute
watch.
scenes.
Yeah,
And
that
maybe
would
I'm
be-
just sort of manifesting, because
I feel
that's
like
what
we
I
are.
want to see.
Yeah, I feel like
want
we
to see
are.
that sea
We'll
of
keep
all the
doing
Swiss
it.
fans.
100%.
Yes. Well, my prediction for this one, I actually think it will be less of a scoring game. I'm going to go for 1-1 in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
My prediction.
I like it.
There
A
we
bit of a
go.
draw, a bit of a
We'll
win.
see tomorrow. We can start doing a sort of tally and see who gets more points out of you and me, Jamie.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep
Amazing.
a score.
We'll keep
We've
score.
got a little what is it? What is it called? I've just
a
forgotten
wall
the name of it.
chart.
A wall chart. We've got it up there. We're tallying winners, so we'll update you daily.
And everyone loves a bit of competition,
Exactly.
so friendly competition, or maybe not so friendly.
We'll see.
We shall see, indeed. Well, that brings us nicely on to our next segment. Again, we touched on this yesterday, but we're going to do it again.
Let's do
it. We have these brilliant personalized tops cards.
Shall I bring them up
out
to the
go on.
camera? Let me show the people.
Huge shout out to Tops for creating these wonderful personalized Tops cards. Yes, you just about to see those with mine and Jamie's faces on them, and essentially saying that we are now England players. So
I can't believe, if you told me when I was 10 years old that I'd be on Tops card, scenes.
it
I probably would have
really
cried.
is what dreams are made of, and yeah. Playing for England on a Tops card. Wow, it doesn't get better than that. Honestly, it really doesn't. But we are going to do a segment every day to try and complete our Tops sticker book. So we're going to open a pack each day and hopefully fill it in. But the thing that's super exciting about this is that we have created our very own online swapping platform. It is gotswaps.club. So please do log in. We had quite a lot of numbers on the page yesterday, but I don't think you guys have started filling in your books themselves, the collection. So all you need to do is on the home page, you've got all the list of stickers, and it's defaulted to that you need it. If you have it, you click it once and it turns green to got. If you have a spare of it, you click it again and it will say spare. And the super exciting matching technology that a wonderful developer has built means that there is then going to connect you with someone who has what you need and vice versa. So please do sign up, put your email in, because that enables the chat function. And any questions, drop us a message on Instagram at HatersWTV. We will happily answer any queries, but we'd love for you to get involved because it's so exciting. I've started entering mine in. And yeah, the idea is that we go home with this complete at the end of the tournament. But the only way we're going to do that is with your help. So we really, really need you to get involved. But today, Jamie, who is in our pack?
You go first.
Okay.
Here, let me hold this for you.
It's
The
exciting.
moment of truth.
The moment
Bit of
truth.
ASMR.
Okay, we've got Tina Dekaney,
Okay, Belgium.
Belgium. Stina, we've got
Stina!
Okay,
Hey, that's a good pick.
That's a really good one. We've got Stina Balisager from from Denmark. My flags. Oh, it's a good one.
Who is it?
Multiple Ballon d'Or winner, Alessia
Oh,
Russo.
wow. That is a good pack already.
What a pack. And I've got Portugal's Kika Nazareth.
How have you rigged that
Wow,
pack then?
I have rigged this. No, I haven't.
She's opening them off camera.
I've got Hayley Ladd from Wales. who will,
Nice,
of
home
course,
nation.
Be in the home nations in that Group D, Group of Death. So
Very
I'm pretty
exciting.
pleased with that pack. And
That
they
is
will
a
be going straight on gotswaps.club as soon as we finish this.
Okay, ready?
Yes, go on, Jamie.
Let's go. I hope mine's as good as yours.
I don't think it can be.
Yeah, that was incredible. Oh, you know what? No, I lied. Okay, we've got Evelina Kamzik from Poland.
Nice.
We've got
Debuting this tournament.
Finland goalkeeper Korpela.
Oh,
Do we already have her.
that I think we might.
Could
There
be
you go.
another.
That's going to be on swaps if
Lisa.
anyone needs that.
Oh, there's two good ones here. But first, Lisa Boatin, Italy.
Love it.
Oh, I've got three good ones actually. Viviana Miedema.
Oh
the
no!
Netherlands.
Wow. Okay.
Johanna Ridding Kannerud, Sweden.
WSL legends over here.
Mariona Caldente.
Mariona
Get
Caldente.
in.
Wow, that is a pack and a half
We've
as well.
done good
We've
today.
done really well. I'm really pleased with that.
Wow, I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
That Mariona one's going straight into the book, let's be
Well,
honest.
Mariona was your player of the tournament pick
that might be
yesterday.
good luck, you know.
Yes, do catch that on catch up if you missed it. All the social clips are all over all our social media, so do get involved.
We've
Yeah.
got a good comment from Adam Salter here on our Stina Blackstinius comment.
Yes,
Stina, a player who knows how to score in a major European final. This is very true. So
true.
hopefully she brings that luck to Sweden this tournament.
Yeah, well, we've opened her in the pack now, so it's written in the stars.
Yeah, right?
It really
I feel
is
like we've written
in
a
the
script for
stars.
her. You're welcome, Stina.
Yeah, you're welcome, Stina. It's all,
Anytime.
It's all thanks to us. So do get involved on gotswaps.club. We'll be doing that every single day, and we cannot wait to go home with a completed sticker book, and hopefully you can too with this wonderful Pitch Perfect community. Well, we can't not do a show without talking about England.
Mm-hmm,
We
that
are
is very
heading off
true.
swiftly after this to our very first England training session. That will all be on YouTube at Haters TV. So do catch that later on. But we caught up with some England legends.
We sure did.
You might have heard of them. They're
Small
called
unknown
yeah,
players.
small unknown players. Alessia Russo and Ella Toone, the best duo of all time.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, we caught up with them at the England Media Day at St George's Park a couple of weeks ago, and we played a few games with them. So here's what we did with them.
Chloe Kelly.
Okay, so you ready for the questions?
I think so.
Most likely to go on MasterChef, most likely to go on Love Island, or most likely to go on I'm a Celeb?
Well, you would have said me for that.
Would I?
I really want to go on I'm a Celeb.
ITV, take note.
Chloe's married.
I was going to say after pre-marriage.
Pre-marriage, okay.
That one, but she's married.
Who would you pick?
Kiara.
Oh, God,
Oh, we've had a few Kiaras.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I should have said Kiara.
Yeah.
Right. Ella.
I'll just go Michelle Keegan.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So we've
Michelle
got,
Keegan.
Who is the most... the questions are, who is
Michelle.
who's the most famous person you have met? Name a famous person you'd like to sing karaoke with. Which famous person would you get to play yourself?
That's
with?
easy. That's easy.
You talk about
Sorry,
it all the time. I think that would be quite a good match, actually.
Well, yeah, she's from Manchester, and she's from the north. But
Both sound-
do you
They
know,
do talk
do you know
about
what?
that her all the
Yeah,
time.
but do you know what? I've killed myself there because I've said an actress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should have said it. I should have said a random celebrity.
You might
And I
want
know
you-
the famous person one would have been Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one would have been Olivia Atwood, whatever the other question was.
Olivia Atwood to sing karaoke with?
Oh, sorry, no, Elton John. Sorry.
Love Island's Olivia Atwood. Okay. Right.
Sweating me.
Next one.
Sweet chili rice crackers.
Oh, go on.
Okay. What's one thing you always forget to pack? What's the most random thing you were going to pack to Switzerland? What's the most precious thing you own? Are you
Yeah.
going to share them with the team?
Yeah.
Well, she bought 15 packs last time. So.
They were hilarious,
They
but
were.
getting confused with with Olivia Attwood and Elton John. I'm not really sure how that one came
Where
about.
is the connection?
I'm not sure. I'm
Only
not sure.
Ella Toone.
Only Ella Toone.
love her.
Exactly. That is exactly why we love her. They were so hilarious. Also, sweet chili rice crackers. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I love them, but I don't know if like there's supermarkets in Switzerland. Like you can probably buy those.
Do you know what? We hit up a supermarket in Switzerland yesterday, and it was a totally. It was a world of its
Yeah,
own.
it was a
we
different
came home with a pack
experience.
of sauerkraut about this big, which is a win in my opinion.
Mayonnaise in like a weird tube.
Oh yeah, mayonnaise in like a
It
tomato
was
puree
amazing.
tube.
I think I prefer that, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's more like it's easier to store. I don't know.
Yeah.
This
no,
has gone
well,
off
we'll
topic.
keep you updated on anything else weird and wonderful we find in Switzerland. But so far, we are absolutely loving Zurich. They mentioned Chloe Kelly there in one of their answers. And of course, she posted that statement yesterday around closing out her time at Man City. I think people maybe saw that coming. What did you make of that statement?
Look, I think the statement told us everything we already knew. She pushed so hard for a move on deadline day, right? These people are footballers, but at the end of the day, they're human beings. They deserve to be happy. They deserve to enjoy their career. So for Chloe Kelly to find her smile at Arsenal, we'll see what happens with her future, whether it's at Arsenal or beyond. But it's just about her loving her football again. The statement really did thank her teammates and the wider staff. So she's thankful for her time at Man City, as you would be. She's learned and grown a lot as a footballer there.
sure.
But I'm very excited to see what she does for the rest of her career.
Yeah, and I think it's a nice way for her to put it. You know, like she has grown so much there. That moment that happened for her in that England shirt 3 years ago, that wouldn't have happened had it not been for Man City. So, like, you know, all of those things have shaped what she's become. And good luck to whatever she goes on
Best
to
of
do.
luck.
And first things first, good luck here in Switzerland.
Yeah, get the Euros done
Get the
first, and
Euros
then we'll figure it
done.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, it's been a brilliant show. As I mentioned, we need to run off to do some England training today, and we will then be at Basel later tonight for Switzerland. And a reminder, this quiz, I'm pointing at the right side this time. This quiz is available. Keep doing it. Share it with all your friends and family. Going to be brilliant prizes, and there's going to be a new quiz each day. So you want to be doing it daily so that you can, you know, be building your score, accumulating, and just prove your knowledge in women's football or learn. Either way,
Either way's a
it's
win,
good fun.
right?
It's all fun and games. And of course, our Swaps Club, gotswaps.club for all stickers.
Get on it. Get on it. Very exciting.
Amazing.
It's all exciting.
It
I'm
really
excited. You
is.
excited?
I'm so
Day
excited.
One. Day one.
And I'm going to start doing this. I'm putting you on the spot a bit here,
Go.
but I feel like every day we should just do a bit of a highlight of what, like yesterday's highlight. So
Okay.
I'll kick things off. My highlight yesterday was going and picking up our accreditation because that was so much fun. The people behind the desks were so lovely, and Jamie got a little spot. One of the volunteers was a very big fan of Jamie's work.
Such a lovely guy.
That was really, really sweet. But yeah, what was your highlight of
Well,
yesterday?
I would say that was that, but I'll offer a new one. You mentioned swimming at the lake. I just think that whole afternoon we went and visited the stadium in Zurich. That was nice. And then headed to the lake, had a swim. Probably the only night we're going to get before this madness tournament, which I'm very excited for. So it was a nice relaxation before all the action kicks off.
It was very much the calm before the storm in the best way possible.
Exactly right.
So yeah, we're going to love you and leave you same time tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Swiss time. Pitch Perfect live here. Come and watch it. Share it with all your friends. Get involved. We love to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being part of today's show, and we will see you tomorrow.